to you guys about in this live broadcast. A couple things I wanted to talk about today, since we are live now. Let's start off with Google Fi, because this is big news hitting across the entire media. So basically, it's been rumored for a while now that that Google was actually going to break into the wireless game, and it pretty much did. Starting today, Google now is a wireless provider. Their plans are quite unique, as I'm reading here from this article that I'm reading, and it's actually quite cool. So, the main thing to know is the prices. So basically, right now, Google's offering just one plan, which is called Fi Basics, and it's $20 a month for talk, text, and international talk. And as far as the data side, it's $10 for every gigabyte, which is really considered low cost compared to what a lot of other providers are charging. However, they have this little unique thing. I think it's actually pretty cool. Basically, you pay for data only for the data you use is typically there's a flat rate of $10 per gigabyte. However, say you're on the 3 gigabyte plan, as this article suggests, and you only use 1.4 gigs in your month, basically Google pays you back $16 since you didn't use all 3 gigs. There's no point in charging you $30 for for the month. So that's actually pretty cool. Downside to Google Fi is basically it's only open to Nexus 6 users right now, and that's just for right now. So that's a good thing. It's not like you can, people with the Nexus 6 are the only ones that can actually use this service. Eventually, they may open it up to other devices, but for right now, it's only limited to Nexus 6 users, and it's only limited to certain cities. So, I mean, as this thing grows, I guess it's one of those things where technically right now it's still in beta, and when it grows, if popularity grows on it, then eventually they'll expand to something more. But for right now, it's just, locked down to Nexus 6 users. And it's actually pretty cool because the way that how they're doing this, it actually is piggybacking off T-Mobile and Sprint. And the cool thing about it is that it's smart enough to know which one has the stronger signal in your area. So, like, say here where I live at, T-Mobile is stronger than Sprint, and I had this as my service provider. So basically, I would be using T-Mobile over Sprint. But if, let's say, I go to the north side of my city and Sprint happens to be the stronger signal out there, well, then that's that's the signal I'm going to be using to make phone calls and text messages. And it's not like it's this weird bridge handover or anything like that. It's a smooth transition between networks. You really won't even tell, basically. It is how it's going to work, and that's really great. For the simple fact that handoffs sometimes aren't always that great. So for this one to be like that, where it can actually smart govern itself to know whether, in that particular area that it's at, which carrier signal is stronger, and that's the one that it's going to use. It is cool. On the technical side for for the geeks out there, yeah, it's like it's a big deal. For the average consumer out there, they don't really care as long as it works. Is really all that they care about. So you guys could probably search Google to find out more information about it, and I'm trying to see here if they actually have a list of what cities is going to have Google Fi, but it doesn't say anything in this article. There's probably another one that will. So moving on to the next topic is a new app that Facebook just put out today. Hey, Google puts out something, Facebook puts out something. This was kind of weird when I first heard about it. It's called Hello, and it's a dialer app for Facebook, which is pretty cool. It's actually smart. I really thought there wasn't going to be much, use for this app, but after downloading it and using it, it might actually come in handy. So let me see if I can actually show you guys what it looks like without giving away personal information. Let's see. Yeah, there's really not much I can show you, but the dialer itself. Try to get it. There we go. That's just a dialer. There's not really much you can do from it. It's basically a dialer. Is really what it is. But the cool thing about it is that no matter what, uh, it's smart enough to know that if a certain call is considered spam, like a spam call, it can be blocked. Anyone that calls you, whether you have them in your contact list on your device, if you don't have them in a contact list on the device, it will still bring up who is calling. One of the big questions is for that particular part of it is, if it's somebody that's not your friend on Facebook, will their contact still come up? I haven't been able to test it out, so I don't know yet. But in a future video, if I catch wind of it or whatever, then I will update you guys on that. But as far as as far as what it is, it's just a dialer app for Facebook. So making phone calls using your Facebook contacts and people calling you. Obviously, hello will intercept the call, be able to call you, and I think that's like the whole point behind it. At first, when I first heard about Facebook's Hello app, I was thinking the same thing of like Hangouts dialer, where it's like a dialer app for Hangouts, and same thing with here. Hello app for Facebook is a dialer for Messenger, but works a little bit different, and it's a little bit more standalone compared to Hangouts dialer. Well, Hangouts dialer is more of an add-on to Hangouts. The Hello app is more of a standalone. So it doesn't bridge into the Messenger app. It's a whole separate app by itself. Moving on, a couple of movie stuff that I wanted to talk to you guys about. And I don't know how many of you guys actually caught the Terminator Genisys trailer. There's a lot of controversy behind that trailer, only for the simple fact of the big punch to everyone's gut when they actually watch the trailer. And some might consider it to be a huge spoiler alert, and that would be that John Connor is a Terminator himself. They don't really go into reasons why, which is a good thing, because if there's more to this whole story of John Connor becoming a Terminator, becoming a machine or a part machine, you really wouldn't want the whole thing thrown at you in just a trailer clip. That's one of the things that people are upset about, is like they're wondering like why would they give this bit of information away in the trailer of the movie's not even out yet, and there's probably more to it. So for those who have seen the trailer but kind of don't understand it, basically what I'm gathering from the trailer, and I could be wrong, is it's going to kind of focus on the beginnings where, Reese is sent back in time to protect Sarah Connor. But I think they're going to do a little twist on it, because of how much the story has advanced through, the second, third, and fourth movie. With this one, they're going to, what it seems to be is that they've kind of intercepted, the first movie. So before the first T-101 was sent back in time to terminate, and Reese was sent back to protect her, apparently from what the story is projecting is that another T-101 was sent back into a time for, beyond, like more into the past, which is why Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie, his lead role again as the Terminator, he has gray hair, his skin is wrinkly, and that's just because he's the outer layer, the human layer, is living tissue. So of course it's going to age like a natural human, but inside his skeleton structure is still machine. So it makes sense why you would have old Arnold, not having to do a whole lot of makeup change and anything like that to try to make him look younger. But what I found very interesting was the fact that, where older Terminator, sitting there with his hood on, and then the T-101 that was sent back in time to terminate Sarah Connor shows up, and old Terminator pulls his hoodie off and said, "I've been waiting for you," and he walks towards him. The T-101 that was sent back in time, of course, we all know is Arnold Schwarzenegger again. However, it's pretty cool how the effects brought the Terminator from the original Terminator movie, okay? So, younger Arnold Schwarzenegger, probably CGI'd, Um, it's just really cool. You don't really, you can't really sit there and say, well, BS or whatever. I mean, bringing the original Terminator from the original Terminator movie, and then having Arnold Schwarzenegger being a Terminator who was sent back for the first Terminator to intercept him from killing Sarah Connor. There's just a whole lot on the plate here, and this makes this movie like super interesting, where you really want to go and actually watch this movie now. But again, for the fact that they gave away the whole John Connor as a Terminator, that's really interesting that they gave that away in a trailer. I don't know, would it have made much of a difference if they had hid that from everybody, or is this like their hook that catches the fish, or not the hook, but the bait that catches the fish to bite the hook? We'll see how well they do in the first week once it is released in theaters, but I'm definitely going to go see this one. And last topic on my list of movies has to do with Pirates of the Caribbean 5, Dead Men Tell No Tales. First off, I was really excited to find out that there's going to be another Pirates of the Caribbean movie. I hope with this one being number 5 that it doesn't flop. With the last 4 movies, they actually did really well. I was really excited, huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean, and then for 4, I was a little bit worried when they came out on Stranger Tides. I was really worried about that movie not doing so well, for the fact that certain characters were no longer involved. And especially the main character for me wouldn't be Jack Sparrow, but it would be the Black Pearl, the ship that he's always trying to take back, seeing that how he had Davy Jones raise the ship from the ocean floor so he could be captain of the ship. In exchange, he promised to join Davy Jones's crew, but we all know how that turned out with the trilogies, the first 3 movies. So in 4, no Black Pearl, but he winds up going, well, not going against, but just more of tricking Blackbeard and whatnot. Well, in this one, in Dead Men Tell No Tales, basically Jack Sparrow's on the hunt for the Trident of Poseidon. Apparently, there's this whole ordeal where there's the antagonist in the movie is trying to annihilate every pirate in the world, and so Jack is on this mission to get the Trident of Poseidon, which, if you guys don't know who Poseidon is, he's god of the sea, able to control the ocean. And so really interesting. But they leaked a photo shot from the scene of the movie where Jack Sparrow is tied up to the mast of the ship, which is kind of funny. And if you actually see this photo, Jack's kind of older. I mean, his hair is not as dark black and vibrant. It's a little gray in there. Well, his dreads are a little bit gray. So I don't know exactly how much older they're making Jack Sparrow in this movie, and how much from the 4th movie. How long has it been? And they really didn't give too much away, so we just have to be on the lookout for that. But I'm super excited for another Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Hopefully, this one doesn't flop or kill the franchise, because the movies are great. Honestly, the whole pirate theme was really awesome, and it couldn't have came at the best time when they came out with the first one, and then come up with the second, third, and then doing a 4th one, which interesting fact is actually pretty cool. Before On Stranger Tides was released, they were filming it in Hawaii, and I had gone home on vacation to go see family or whatever, and so a friend of mine knew the security guard at the pier where they docked the ship for where they filmed the movie. And I actually got to go on the ship, and it was weird at first, getting to go see it. Of course, security guard's job is kind of on the line, but I will not mention names. It was really cool to get on it, but it wasn't the Black Pearl, because obviously on Stranger Tides did not have the Black Pearl. They had, I forgot the name of the ship, but it was Blackbeard's ship that they were that was docked over there, and I got to go on it, so it was really cool. But too bad it wasn't the Black Pearl. That's the one I wanted to see. But of course, they were filming the movie. Not much was released about the story plot then, so I didn't know that there wasn't going to be a Black Pearl. So it was kind of weird, because I was telling my friend, I was like, if this is supposed to be the Black Pearl, why is it a brownish red? So but it turned out it wasn't good. It wasn't the Black Pearl. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this live stream. I just wanted to talk about those topics or whatever. So also to close this out, community has been revamped on Google Plus, and I really encourage people to join it. There's a lot of sections there that you guys could probably relate to. There's gaming, movies, mobile tech, I'm going to do my giveaways on there too. So there's like if I have any type of giveaways, it's going to be posted on there. To questions and help section, you guys can ask your questions and stuff like that there. And the reason why I wanted to do it that way is because even if like I can't get the answers, like someone else who is like on that community may have the answers that you're looking for, and it would be like a great help. Like everybody, help each other out. So, link in the description. Once this video is posted up on YouTube, the link will be in the description. Also, thank you to all the new subscribers that I've gotten recently. I haven't had time to say this, but I just wanted to let you guys know that I really do appreciate you guys taking the time to subscribe to my channel, and you guys are making my channel pretty much awesome. Also, there is a new contest giveaway, but basically, just in a nutshell, how this I am branding logo intros, and I'm not people out there are really good whether they use any type of other media source. So I'm putting it out there that for anyone who's interested in making a logo for my channel and just like a video intro. Basically, if you want to do it, just make a creation, submit it to me through video intro